I'm Sergeant Stevens with the 571st Military Police Company out of Fort Lewis, Washington. We're here at Al-Assad, and I met a lady here before we leave to go to Customs, and I was talking with her, and she told me that her son was the first Navy SEAL to give his life for everybody and for our freedom as a Navy SEAL there in Iraq. And I was telling her I went home, and while I was at home, I went and visited a church, because while I was over here in Iraq at Fall Prosperity, I had a church that I didn't know anybody that went there, and they were sending me care packages. Well, come to find out, a friend of mine had another friend, and I guess they just got my address, so they started sending me care packages. And I mean, I got more care packages to them from I did my parents.
You didn't know any of these people?
No, I didn't know any of these people.
How does it feel getting a care package from someone you don't even know?
Absolutely amazing. Anytime you get mail, it's like getting gold. I mean, it's just the love and the support. Sometimes you feel like you don't have it, and then you're just surprised and amazed at the people that just actually show their love. And I guess it's just really great to show, you know, that people actually still care and are still there for us. Anyway, I went home on R&R, and I went to that church because I wanted to go up there and personally thank them, because it was from my hometown in Lubbock, Texas. So I went up there, and actually they heard that I was coming, and they had like a little impromptu service. So they called me up to the front of the church, embarrassed me and stuff like that. And
this wasn't your church, right?
No, this wasn't my church at all. It was Church of Christ. And I'm a First Christian Church. It doesn't matter to me. I just wanted to give my thanks. And anyway, they pulled me up there, and everybody, you know, clapped their hands and stood and applauded and brought a tear to my eye. And anyway, preacher came up and he said a prayer, and we said a prayer with the group, and they presented me with this little token. It's from James Avery, which is a Christian jewelry store. Anyway, and I was hoping that I could give it to this young lady here.
There it is. Please, our passengers going to volume who were not selected. If so, please come.
Anyway, and I want to give it to her, and maybe she can go and place it on her son's graveside or keep it in her pocket. And I just wanted to tell her thank you so very much for the sacrifice that her son has given us.
That's wonderful.
It is. Thank you so much. God bless your son. He watched over us.
I know where he's at. I will see him again.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's so touching. I have had so many experiences as I've traveled around the country of people who want to continue to show their gratitude for the sacrifice, you know, that personally to me, my son made, but so many others. We have not forgotten our fallen, and they will be remembered. And it's just men like this that continue to do that. And these are the character of our men and women serving in the military. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think that's all there is to say.
All right.
Significant event in that we changed command of one of our two groups that helped train the Iraqi Air Force. The Iraqi Air Force has grown considerably just this year alone. They've doubled in size. We're producing pilots every day, but not only pilots, we're helping train aircraft maintainers, air traffic controllers, everything it takes to run an Air Force. We're helping, advising, and assisting the Iraqi Air Force, and they're great partners. It's really encouraging to see it all, and it's a fascinating career opportunity for us.
That's fantastic. And how do you feel that transition? I know you're working hand in hand with the American Air Force. How's that transition going, and what things do you see that adds to your national security?
Yes, I think that the transition going forward very good, and because you know the American Air Force support us daily, and all happened today here, and now you see the aircrafts outside these hangars done by the American Air Force and by your support. And believe me, the Iraqi Air Force established about 18% or more than 80% by the American side. For that, I think transition going forward step by step and under our control, both sides, I mean the American side and the Iraqi side. And it is the Iraqi Air Force is the part for our national security, and this is very, very important to building our Air Force, because I think without a strong Air Force, we can secure our country in the future. For that, I think our relationship between Iraqi Air Force and between our brothers from the American Air Force must be the strategic relationship in the future for our benefit, for our country, and also for the because you know we are now in the first stage of the democratic system. We need your support. Maybe after 2011. For that, we need the relation strategic in the future.
I think for us as Americans back home, our mainstream media hasn't done a good job about telling what's going on over here, to tell the success stories. If you could say something to the people back home in America, what would you say to them?
أولا طبعا خلحتها تكون ترجمة يعني. أولا نعم، أولا اللي بنيتوه بالعراق واللي يعني وصلتنا إلى تجربة ديمقراطية راح نحكي بها للأجيال، إلى أطفالنا وأطفالنا. هذه التجربة هي قليل من شعوب العالم حصلت على هذا
Actually, what you done here in Iraq and what you built in Iraq, actually, we're going to tell to the next generations. Actually, what you did in Iraq, Iraqi has a good opportunity to have this chance to have their friend just like you to build Iraq.
نعم. وبعدين احنا يعني ايضا نقول للشعب الامريكي بانه احنا ابدا ما ننسى دماء يعني اولادكم واعزائكم اللي ضحيتوا بمنا على ارض العراق واللي اوصلتنا الى هذا اليوم. هذا ابدا لا يمكن العراقيين الشرفاء ان ينسوا هذا التاريخ ابدا.
And I want to tell the U.S. Actually the American people that we never forget the blood you pour here in Iraq and the sacrifice of you and your families here in Iraq. And this story is going to go through the Iraqi generations.
وأقول بأنه بعد 2011 يجب أن تستمر العلاقات الاستراتيجية بين أمريكا والعراق.
And what I say actually that after 2011, beyond 2011, the strategic relation between Iraq and the U.S. supposed to continue. And I appreciate all the American people efforts actually. Especially my brothers in the U.S. Air Force.
I think that's one thing I've seen is we visited your headquarters yesterday and got to meet with a lot of your staff and to see the two countries working together so well. And it's not just a working relationship. I see, the personal relationships that have also been built there. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.